Last video. We're hoping no fire alarms go off or any other disruptions here for the day. Alright, so problem number 25. We are writing the following in standard notation. So we've got 8.348 times 10 to the 6th kilometers. So if I'm writing that into standard, times 10 to the 6th is going to be 8,348. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put your commas back in. 8,348,000 kilometers. Number 26, we had 3.402 times 10 to the 3rd grams. So if I'm going to go to the third, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 3,402 grams. Number 27, we have 7.63512 times 10 to the negative third. So if I'm going negative, I'm going back 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to have 0.007633512. And the label on that one was kilograms. Right. And 28, we had 3.02 times 10 to the negative 5th seconds. So if I'm coming back, I'm going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Write it back out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 02, and seconds for that final answer. So that's just converting from scientific into standard. Okay? Almost done. We got problems 29, 30, 31, and 32, and this is the calculating. These are all the level 4s. So if we look at 29, we had 6.23 times 10 to the 6 kiloliters, and we're dividing that by, or no, sorry, we're adding that to 5.34 times 10 to the 6th kiloliters. That's a plus. Okay, so we can do this without a calculator as long as the exponents are the same. So they are. They're both 10 to the 6. So if I add these two things together, I'm going to get 7, 5, 11. Alright, 11.57 times 10 to the 6th. Now, if we go least amount of decimal places and adding, we have 2 places. So this already is in sig figs. Okay, 2 places after a decimal. But this isn't correct scientific notation. I'm going to come back 1.157 times 10 to the 6 kiloliters. And I'm going to tell you that if you do this problem in your calculator, it's going to come out very, very large with all the zeros behind it, and so you might end up doing this. Oops, and that was 7, sorry, my bad. Fix that. To the 7th kiloliters. Just depending on what happened and if you did it in your calculator or if you did it here. So both of these are acceptable and they're both fine. Alright, it just depends on how you did that with the sig figs. Okay, so let's go on to number 30. Number 30 has 5.72 times 10 to the negative 4th decigrams. And we're subtracting that from 2.3 times 10 to the negative 5th decigrams. I need to get both of those in the same place. I'm going to take him to 4. To do that, he's at 5. Remember, to go to the left becomes larger. So I get 0.23 times 10 to the negative 4th. So I'm going to subtract those. So I come over here, we end up with 5.49 times 10 to the negative 4th. Okay? But if we're looking at our sig figs, this one has 2, this one only has 1 after the decimal, so this answer can only have 1 decimal place. That's the least precise. Times 10 to that negative 4th, and this was a decigram. Okay, so that was the answer for number 30. Number 31. We're taking 4.8 times 10 to the 5th kilometers, and we're multiplying that whole thing by 2.0 times 10 to the 3rd kilometers. First of all, I'm going to look at labels. So kilometers times kilometers is going to become kilometers squared. Okay, when we multiply, we can add these together. So I'm going to get times 10 to the 8th, because 5 plus 3 is 8. Now I multiply the 4.8 times the 2.0. We end up with 9.6 times 10 to the 8th kilometers. This is going to give us exactly what we need. It gives us our 2 sig figs, because we can go at least amount, times our 10 to the 8th, and our kilometers squared. And the last problem, number 32. Number 32, we're doing some division. So I have 8.42 times 10 to the 8th kiloliters. And I'm dividing that by 4.21 times 10 to the 3rd kiloliters. When we divide, we subtract the exponents. So I'm going to get times 10 to the 5th, because 8 minus 3 is 5. Alright, so I can divide these two. Now with sig figs, I'm looking for 3. 1, 2, 3. So the answer becomes 2.00. All right, you got to have those 3 sig figs there. So 2.00 times 10 to the 5th, your kiloliter over kiloliter crosses off. There is no label. That is the final answer for number 32. If you have any questions, you guys know where to text me, call me, email me, tweet me, but make sure you're coming in to get help if you need it, so you have good luck in your reassessment.